Potentially this game could get flipped on top of its head once more. I'm hoping and praying. It all hangs on other people right now. So the best I can do is try to be as persuasive as I can and try not to be pushy.
Parvati Shallow is one of the most legendary players in reality TV history. From outwitting and outlasting in Survivor to stirring up suspicion on the traitors, she's had quite the life experience. And now Parvati is sharing her life's highs and lows in a new memoir. It's called Nice Girls Don't Win: How I Burned It All Down to Reclaim My Power. Well, the title is good.
Isn't it? That's what I was going to say. I absolutely love the title. Thank you so much for being here. I started doing kind of a little dive into it. It's fast. Your story is so fascinating. Why did you want to write the memoir?
Because I've done reality TV since I was 23, and the editors and producers have told my story. And now I'm 42, so it's time for me to write my own story, tell my own story. People don't know. They think they know me.
Of course, because they've seen so much of you.
Yeah.
Right.
And now they really
can really know you.
Yeah.
This is great. Well, I know you cover a lot in this book, but part of it is trauma. The loss of your brother, your divorce. Talk about those things that were really hard to write about and what made you want to include them.
I wanted this book to be really relatable on a human level. I didn't want it to be a trauma dump, but I wanted to talk about some of the hard things that people don't really talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when I was going through the loss of my brother and my divorce, all I wanted was to hear stories about other people who made it through.
Yes.
That kind of experience. It helped me a lot. So that's why I put that in the book.
Yeah, because we're so bad at grieving as a society. It's almost, and we don't talk about it, and it's important to kind of share.
Right, and I mean, that was kind of the whole first part of my life, was surviving, and that's how I broke the book down in the 4 survival states. Fight, flight, fawn, freeze.
Oh, wow.
Because I was going through my life unconsciously just based on childhood coping mechanisms.
Sure.
So once I slowed down to grieve and really let myself process the hard things and the painful things, my whole life opened up in a completely new way.
That's so beautiful.
Well, one of the things you kind of discovered, you grew up in a commune led by a female guru. So how did that unconventional kind of...
Girl, you got some pieces in this book. This might be a movie next.
So yeah, well, I think it would make a great movie. But I mean, you talk about power, identity, trust, all of those things. How were you able to kind of piece that together?
Oh, well, I had to interview my parents.
Oh my goodness.
To get their memories, because I didn't remember anything really from my childhood. It was really spotty. But when I sat down and I was like, all right, I'm going to write this book, and I have to start at the beginning because I did have a very unconventional start to my life. And I started thinking about how the dynamic was in the commune that I grew up in. It was very beautiful on the outside, very like naturey, woodsy, lots of kids to run around with. So it looked idyllic.
Usually how cults look.
But then underneath the surface, there was a lot of abuse happening and control and crazy stuff going on. So I'm like, oh my God, that's very similar to Survivor. So I think I've just been replicating my childhood.
Which is what we all do.
Which is what we all do.
And then the weird thing is you get positives out of it because you've been called one of the greatest players in Survivor history. And I wonder if those things you had to overcome and those survival skills helped you in the game.
Well, that's really the whole point of the book, is there is no good or bad. You can get good out of really painful experiences.
Very true.
And bad things can come from really beautiful experiences. So it sort of ends in the 3rd act where there's shades of gray. And I just hold a lot of space now for acceptance, for kind of everything. And if we can get to the place of acceptance in our life about everything that's occurred, you can start to make your life really work for you, and then you become the one who's in charge. That's sort of like, I claimed my power. I burned it all down to claim my power, and I wanted to give the reader that gift.
Well, I think women can identify so much with that, but what's one takeaway you really want readers to get out of this?
Oh, don't be nice, be authentic.
That's what I was just going to ask. I'm like, what an interesting title that, you know, so many of us feel like we have to be nice as women to win, that was what you chose to sum this up with.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself.
There's so much power in being authentically yourself. So drop the mask and create your life in a way that works for you.
And I think you find that. I'm 42 as well. So the two, I think it comes at that age
comes with
where
age.
you really go, I've got it.
I couldn't have done it at 20.
Yeah, listen, now I have something to look forward to at 40.
There you go.
I'll finally have some clarity on life. Parvati, thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to read the book.
And it is on sale now, so just go ahead and check it out.
All right, let's get